How's it going, traders? It's Ricky with TechBud Solutions. Thank you guys again for joining us for another live stream. For those that are joining us for the first time, I have a group. It's TechBud Solutions. We have a little bit over 41,000 members worldwide, and the thing that we do best is we provide a free and simple platform for both new and experienced traders. I'm sorry, I just ran and I grabbed the charger for my laptop since I was falling. Since I was at 5%. So I do apologize for that. I'm going to be sharing my screen. We still have a couple minutes before market open. I want to thank you for all those that are tuning in live. And let's go ahead and I can see that there's a good amount of suggestions for different, let's see. Boom. There we go. Let's go ahead and see what you guys have to say. Real quick, I'm going to go down my list because, my list isn't going to be huge. For the different stocks that we're talking about. LZB, this is one that was suggested yesterday. Looks like it's still trending above the EMA line. Oh, no, never mind. I have my alert set on that one, so let's go ahead and go down the list. DCTH looks like it's up during pre-market hours, hitting highs of almost 16 cents. Most likely going to experience a pullback. Just be aware of that. Usually, when it does experience a nice little pump, usually experiences a pullback. So let's go ahead and see where AMD is at. I like that. AMD is approaching 1260. So that is definitely what we want to see. Usually when the market does open, unfortunately, there is a sell-off with AMD, seeing a downward trend. So we'll see how that ends up playing out. The RSI indicator looks like it's more on the oversold side. So we'll have to follow up with that one as well. IDXG, yeah, definitely doing. Oh man, RTNB is finally seeing a downward trend. Looks like it's definitely coming back down, way below the EMA line. Hit a support at 230. So let's look at the 1 minute chart. Yep, still below 130. So if it can hold and bounce above 130, as 130 was a previous support. No, not that far. There's a previous resistance which becomes a new support. As long as it holds, then that should be a good indicator. Other than that, then most likely coming back down. DGAS, ooh, there it goes. Not too sure if you guys remember our call out on DGAS when it approached the $24 price point. Now it's back up at $27.44. Overall resistance at $30, kind of where it's at right now. What the heck? Let's see. Okay, overall resistance was $30, but last time that it bounced here at around $24, ended up peaking out almost exactly at this price point. Guys, it all comes down to previous trends and where's a good buy, where's a good sell. Based on this being a previous peak, does it look like this is a good buy right now? Most likely not. This is most likely where it's going to end up peaking out and then continue seeing a downward trend. So what I'll do is, again, you never know. So it looks like a resistance overall at 27.50. I'm going to put my alert if it goes above it. That would be a good indicator. Other than that, I have my alert when it's most likely going to see a downward trend here at around, what is that, 24.37, yeah. But I also want to know when it breaks below 26. So the last one that I'm going to check up on is JDST. I did see that JDST was down during pre-market hours. Unfortunately, it did end up dropping to overall lows, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, ended up dropping to lows of 56. So it has dropped to below 57 before, but not like this. It looks like it's trying to hold, and the candlesticks are now above the EMA line. Following up with that, it looks like JNUG most likely. Yep, there it goes. Hit highs of 1950. So looking at the overall analysis for where it stands. Let's go ahead and go right here. Yeah, it definitely, it still has more room to go for JNUG, so it can continue its upward trend, especially because it's so much, still so far above the EMA line. But realistically, I think that, again, JDST still just offers more potential for profit, bouncing here and coming back up based on previous trends than what JNUG offers. So I'm in. But right now, JDST is not showing any signs of upward momentum. And if anything, I think until it breaks above $60 is a time until, I can follow up with this one. So it does offer potential. hasn't validated the support, hasn't broken above the EMA line, hasn't shown signs of upward momentum. So simply don't force it. So that's really just it. Let's go ahead and I'm going to go down the list and start performing some technical analysis on the stock that you guys are talking about. So there we go. TDM. Looks like a couple of you guys are talking about that one. No. All right. TNDM. Let's see. Maybe you spelled it wrong. Okay. I don't like it that it barely broke above $1. It looks like it's more on the oversold side. Trend analysis. Yeah. Okay. Well, this is definitely going to be a momentum stock if it continues its upward trend. So the easiest way to put it is right now there's a resistance, as you guys can see, right around that $1 price point. Let me turn on level 2. So right now we have buyers at 94 cents, sellers at 94 cents. So really not much potential there. If it breaks above $1 and it continues to rally, then that could be an indicator that, this trend can continue. Overall highs are at 102. So until it breaks those, that pre-market high, most likely not going to be interested because usually what happens with these trends that see all the movement during pre-market hours, usually you just, it's just that. So it sees all the movement during pre-market hours, and then when the market opens, there's a huge sell-off because of, imagine the people that held overnight, how much they're up. They're up 44%. The demand to sell up here is going to be so much greater than, to hold because of how much they're up. So therefore, the amount of buyers are not going to be enough for the amount of sellers. So that is just it. Let's go ahead and go. TE. All right, guys, 30 seconds before the market opens. I do want to remind you guys that do not trade any stock you don't see value in. If you're going to be trading based on someone else's opinion, then that's probably one of the most common mistakes any trader can make. Make sure that you know how to identify potential. Make sure that you are, getting in a good quality stock. And if you're not, just simply don't force it. And that's just it. So 8 seconds before the market opens. Good luck, guys. But, luck doesn't play a role in the stock market. So, trade smart. So if you can see, it is holding above the EMA line, so that's a good indicator. I'm going to go to the 1 minute. Just the volume is way too low in these, and this is not something that I like. I want to see the sell-off on, yeah, there it goes. The sell-off already goes for AMD. So again, I did go JNUG. Yep, there you go. JDST. My alert most likely will go off with that one. There we go. We did that perfectly. Sell-off. 27, most likely seeing a downward trend, so we'll see what this one. I'm going to see, yeah, DCTH, again, having a sell-off, probably more on the overbought side, so definitely not a good buy. There we go, already bouncing from lows of 230. Here we go. And boom. Dang, there it goes. I'm gonna, for my day trades, I really like the VWAPs. Shout out to Connor and Kyle for really breaking this one down. And let's see, ABIL went last year below $1. Okay, well, no. Sell off again, AMD. Again with the sell off. There we go. RTNB. All right, guys. So really to break it down for you, something that Connor and Kyle do very well. So if you guys don't know who that is, simply make your way over. If you guys can, again, I know that you guys are busy, and subscriptions are not something that, everyone just throws around. So if you guys haven't subscribed to me and want to save your subscription, then this is a TechBot Solutions team. Connor's a momentum trader, Brad is our OTC stock trader, and Cal is our mobile investments group leader, as well as a day trader. And something that Connor and Kyle, based on their style of trading that they do very well, is they use the VWAP, which is these this study that you guys could see that's a little bit different than what I'm usually using. What I mean by that is I usually just use this EMA line, but it offers, again, Connor has made a video explaining exactly what the VWAP sign is, but it's very useful for momentum stocks, especially knowing where to buy and where to sell. I mean, it still comes down to the basic of identifying the potential, like, the support and then the resistance. Something that, I could have understood was that during pre-market hours, it looks like there was a resistance right around here, around that $3 price point. And then it ended up hitting lows of, 230. So again, support and resistance. We identified this margin of profit as long as it trends up. Right as the market opened, it broke above the EMA line and then started to trend up. Where do I sell? Again, understanding that the previous resistance was right around $3. That would have been the perfect price point to sell. But now, it's most likely seen a downward trend. So it's a very quick in and out. And if you're a brand new trader, this might be a lot to take in. And especially if you're using the Robinhood app, it's a lot easier said than done, just because there's so many movements that you guys have to do to be able to successfully day trade. Something that I would suggest is, wow, that thing tanked right now. Something I would suggest, especially when trying to, trade momentum stocks, is to get into simulation trading, which is fake money, but which will allow you to make all the mistakes with fake money, so you can refine yourself as a trader and then move on over to, a real account once you prove to yourself that you can be a profitable day trader. So did you guys see that right now, that it saw a huge pullback and then bounced right above this EMA line? Do you see how it almost touched it perfectly? And then, pumped up to 284. I actually don't like how quick it's moving, because if anything, if it moves more than 10%, I believe in 1 or 2 minutes, we're going to get halted. So it really comes down to the basics. Use the different indicators or different studies that you see value and that you see potential. If you don't, guys, then simply don't trade it. If you don't see value in the stock market, then, there's so many different avenues of, sources of income. The biggest thing that we try to encourage with TechBot Solutions is the understanding that, there's potential out there, regardless if it's in the stock market, regardless if it's in real estate, regardless if it's in, online reselling. Just like, my success and just like everyone else's, to be able to have a McLaren or a Z06 or multiple, successful investment properties, you can ask anyone in the group. It's not about, trading the stock market or anything like that, but understanding that, being able to do something different aside from just having a normal job. Aside from having just a normal job, is something that can really build these different sources of income, which can allow people to live a more financially free life. It doesn't mean that it's easy, because if someone sells you on the point that, trading the stock market is easy, or, investing in real estate is extremely easy, or, profiting on online sales is extremely easy. If it was extremely easy, then, everyone else would be doing it, and everyone would be driving, a supercar, or have everything it is that they want in life. So that's definitely not the case. So don't fall for that. You guys are all smart individuals and understand that there's always a lot of hard work that, it comes down to in the beginning. And it's that hard work that really filters out a lot of people. But it's when you get the whole mechanics down, and when you really know how to identify, your little niche that works for you, that, because you have a whole system set, it becomes a lot more fluid, and a lot of more people, once they, are seeing success, say that it's easy, because it's a lot easier, it's a lot easier once you kind of get the ball rolling. But, it's definitely getting it started. That's always the most difficult time. Again, the biggest kind of perspective that I can kind of give you guys is, like, when you guys were all getting your driver's license, right? So it was very difficult to get to that point, and some people might have thought, getting your driver's license is impossible. But once you achieve it and once you get it, we drive every single day, and it's just second nature. So just like that, when it comes down to investing or in any, avenue of, being an entrepreneur and an investor, just know that it does offer potential. What I like to encourage is exposure, for you guys to be exposed to the opportunity of multiple, sources of income, but only doing it at your own pace, and only doing it when you see value in it. If you don't see value in the stock market, or you don't see value in the specific stock, then simply don't trade it, guys. So I'm going to be making my way. I'm going to be sharing my screen again. So I hope that little rant at least guides you guys in the right direction. I'm really not here to promote anything that, you guys aren't willing to do. Let's see, we have a couple people charge my battery. Oh, Neil, why are you so mad? Don't rely on your mortgage to trade. I like that, but I don't know what that means. Oh, I forgot about Momo. How are we doing? Ooh, dang. Almost still dropping. So this one had a drop from when it hit its resistance at about like 38 or 38.60. It had a drop from there, and is now to even lows of 32.91. So in no way is this thing showing any signs of upward momentum just yet. So right now we're at 33.26. I mean, it bounced at about 33 almost. So I'm gonna put an alert when it goes above 34, giving me a better understanding that it's bouncing. So I'm gonna be patient and simply wait. DCTH again, still trying to hold above. This is perfect. You see this little golden line. So it looks like it's been holding above this golden line altogether. Definitely still not showing signs of upward momentum, as we can see the exponential moving average, or the EMA line, which is the blue line, is still way above the candlestick, which is not a good indicator. Still indicating that it's seen a downward trend, but let's go ahead and see. Oh, at the 1 minute chart, it's getting a little bit closer, but still has not broken above. So again, let's not force it. AMD, like always, seen that sell off, and it just broke below the. There we go. It's trying to hold above. There we go. DGAS. Boom. Just like we called it, guys. DGAS is now coming back down. Hit its peak at 27.44. Some of you guys might be asking, well, Ricky, how'd you know that it was going to peak out? Again, just previous trends. Understanding that, is it a good buy? Well, most likely not, because, that's previously where it peaked out at. Understanding that that was a current price point, understanding that the RSI indicator was indicating that it was overbought. Again, I simply look at the charts, see previous trends, and I go as far back as I need to with the frequencies to justify it. And if I see that it was a good buy, then great. But if I can see that it's more on the overbought side, then I don't sell it. So it definitely had a really decent pullback today, and I'm just going to let it do its thing. Last time, or the previous two times, it bounced at around $24 here, $23.50 here, and then $24 again. So what am I going to do? Am I going to buy simply when it goes to $24? No, I'm going to let it bounce, and then once it goes above the EMA line and starts to show signs of upward momentum for the 3-day chart, then that's when I'm going to have the better understanding that it's bouncing, and that's when I'll choose to invest it. But in no way is that for you guys to jump in something that you guys don't see value in. So JDST just continues to drop. I want to see where JNUG is at. It's going to be patient. Be patient. Right now, I just spoke about 1950. But yeah. Let's see. So Carlos Flores is asking about Momo. Would it be a good swing? Answer me this, Carlos. Are you in Momo right now, and were you thinking of it to be a day trade? And because now it dropped so much, and you're most likely going to have to hold it, is that why you're thinking about this being a swing trade? Okay. So and then answer me this, Steven. For you trading, and again, this isn't trying to call you out. This is just I really want to know. Are you paper trading? Oh, okay. So you are paper trading. $120 paper trading. Hate the loss, but good practice. 100%. I think that's the best way to kind of get your feet wet when it comes down to actually trading. Because why would you invest? Just because you have access to the money, why would you invest in the stock market if you barely know anything about how to identify potential? Or if you've never traded before, why would you even go like all in? Just because you have the money, that doesn't justify but it just doesn't make sense to invest $1 in the market when you have no understanding on how to trade stocks. Does that make sense? So it does take more time, because you have to get your feet wet, practice, learn the whole mechanics of trading. But it's those that are patient, those that overcome all the obstacles, that really end up doing very well. So All right, I'm gonna go down the list one more time, and I'm gonna remove. Let's see. Okay, so DCTH still seeing a downward trend. We called that one out pretty nicely. AMD is still trying to hold above 1240, so that's pretty nice. AKS, we didn't see this one coming. Had a support at 525. I mean, we were able to see that, but it had a really nice pump, and it's still continuing that trend. Still way above the email line. So, congrats to those that were trading it. I know that one was a really popular stock within our watch list. I feel like we did pretty well with this one on identifying, the potential. It was showing signs of a downward trend until it continued. Let's see. Yeah, and then being able to call out the resistance at $3. But now it's at 1730, 273. Usually based on previous trends with the RT and B. It does all its movement, and it moves around and is very active within the first 5 to maybe 15 minutes of the market open, and then after it ends up kind of dying out, the volume kind of isn't really there anymore. But the MACD indicator is actually indicating that it's more on the that it's almost like about to break. That's weird. So it's continuing to get smaller, then it's going to indicate that it's a good buy. So I'm not too sure where that's going. But yeah, again, understand that the current resistance is $3. So what I'm going to do is, just in case it sees like a technical breakout, I'm going to put my alert there. I want to make sure that I'm up to date on that specific trade. So MSDI, boom. No. Okay, SQ back at support at 25. Dang. It's like, how low can JDST go? But yeah, that's really just it, guys. So we did see a couple good runners. Not definitely not the best that we've ever seen before. We're doing really good last week. Okay, so I'm gonna answer a couple of your questions, and then I'm gonna head on out, and then we'll go from there. So for those that are gonna be asking where am I gonna be going, for those that are part of TechBud Solutions, that are not a part of TechBud Solutions, the link is down below to be a part of our free Facebook group. And then once you get accepted to the Facebook group, on the top pinned post, and the reason I'm saying this is because I'm gonna tell you guys where I'm gonna be going right now. Once you get accepted, on the top pinned post, so you can see the pinned post right here, tells you the main group chat link. Click that and then verify your phone and your email to get accepted. So verify your phone and email to access the chat. This is where you can schedule a one-to-one video call with me if you guys see value in that. And then this kind of just tells you the rules and how we post ticker symbols and stuff like that. So I will be making my way over to the TechBud Solutions Discord group, and then simply I'm going to be in the voice channel. So Kettle's already there and leading the whole group. So I'm going to go and join him just because it's really cool. So I'm going to be joining him for about 30 minutes to an hour. So if you guys want to join, feel free to simply. This is the best way for me to explain it to you. So once you guys click on the TechBud Solutions Discord group. You just make your way down and you simply click on his group chat, and then you could hear and then you can participate. I believe if you're not an admin, you simply have to press a button to talk. But I'm going to be answering all the questions there. So if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to me in that specific group chat. If you guys have not, I don't think I showed it to you yet. So let's go ahead and very quickly. I know I'm boring you guys, but yesterday's live stream, if you guys didn't watch that, so you guys can click here. And then all you guys need to do is you guys can sign up. So we're now allowing people to sign up just simply with their emails for the TechBud Solutions beta trials. So this is the new TechBud Solutions website. This is just the landing page, so feel free to join. Type in your email right there, click enter, and then you are now subscribed to be a potential beta trial tester. So what that means is we're going to be launching our website, and then we want to make sure that we have good quality people that are pretty much we want to make sure that we have good quality people that are part of our group and all that stuff. So again, and then you guys can click on pre-order. If you guys haven't pre-ordered your TechBot Solutions tee, just wanting to let you guys know that that is available now. And it has a series of options right there for you. Or feel free to just navigate through our homepage and stuff like that and be a part of the team. So other than that, thank you guys again so much for tuning in. Ooh.
What's going on, traders?
Is that how it looks like? But thank you guys again so much for everything that you guys do. I will be continuing my trades now that the volume is most likely dying out within the stock market. It's going to give us a little bit of a better understanding what it is that we have to work with throughout the entire day. If you guys have been seeing anything within myself, I've been swing trading a little bit more. So I usually wait 15 to 30 minutes after the market opens. And then that's where I take advantage of certain opportunities because, it's not overhyped and, it's not pumped as much. And therefore I have a better understanding that I'm getting in at a good buy, then I can later sell or swing for a, and just sell it next day for a, trade or for a profit. So I'm going to break it down again. Join us in the voice channels. And that is really just it. Hope you guys found this video helpful. If you guys did, please feel free to give it a thumbs up. For those that are asking what platform I'm using the TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim platform. For those that want to be a part of our group, all the links are down below. You guys can simply, the description of my videos includes all the links usually. And that's really it. If you guys have any questions, I do have a bunch of helpful videos, over 420 of them, and you guys can navigate through all of those. There are a bunch of frequently asked questions, so please, before you ask any questions within the group chat or within the Facebook group, just navigate through that and see if any of my videos answer your questions, because I'm sure I answer, if not, maybe 80 to 90% of them within my helpful video playlist. So thank you guys. Continue working hard, continue following your dreams, and like always, guys, be driven by your passion. Let your passion be what drives your success. Man, I keep messing these outros so much. So like always, guys, let's make sure that we end the year on a green note. Take care, guys.